Well, actually, I can't see you, but you can see me. Welcome to the Teamzy training, How to Have Your Best Power Hour Ever. My name is Eric Johnson, and we are recording this call in case you came on late. My name is Eric Johnson, and I'm the creator of Teamzy. And I'm excited tonight to take you through what may be the most efficient power hour you've ever had. So we're going to jump right in tonight. And those of you who've been on other trainings I go a lot in depth into relationship marketing. Tonight we're going to jump right into the app, and I'm going to get right to the nitty-gritty stuff. Okay. I also want to let you guys know there's a Q&A panel. When I'm done with this presentation, I will answer your questions, and I will answer all of them. If so, I will stay as long as you guys need me to answer the questions. So make sure that you're asking them on there, either with regards to what I'm teaching tonight or maybe something that you've come across in Teams you have a question about. Okay, also before I get started, just a quick disclaimer that you guys need to know. It's really important. Teamzy is compliant with all of Beachbody's policies, okay? And though I'm a working coach, you need to know that I don't receive any compensation from Teamzy in order to stay in compliance with Beachbody. So I want you guys to know you can put that to rest, that worry, if you have it. Okay, let's jump right in. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Okay, actually, I don't want to share the whole screen. Let me just share Teamzy. Okay, so now you guys are looking at my Teamzy dashboard. Okay, most of you, I think, already have a free trial or are using it already, so you know what this looks like. What I'm gonna do really quick is I'm gonna go through the setup process because I know a lot of you haven't even set it up yet. So I'm gonna show you quickly how to get this thing set up. And maybe if you haven't completed the setup, I'll show you why it's important to do each piece of it. Then we're going to jump right into the power hour. I'm also going to tell you what to do after the power hour, meaning when people respond to the connects that you've made, how to schedule follow-ups with them, and how to follow up like a pro so that you can bring them to conclusion, either to become a customer or coach on your team. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to launch the setup wizard, which is right here. The first time you came in, you were in the setup wizard. Okay, and so you guys remember the setup wizard helps you do three things. The first thing that you do is you're gonna set your income goal. Okay, now the cool thing about this is you set the income goal and Teamzy figures out what you need to do in order to achieve that goal. Okay, and that is based on proven metrics that we've used over the last 15 years working relationship marketing in other industries, plus all the calculations from lots of coaches that we interviewed and research that we've done. Also, we're gonna create a powerful why in the app so that you remember what you're working for. It'll be on your dashboard every day. And then we're gonna get your contacts in and get them ranked. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next page. First, we'll set your income goal. If you guys have not done this yet, you must do it, because if you don't have an income goal, then Teamzy won't be able to create a power hour plan for you. Now, the great thing about setting this up is once you set Teamzy up one time, guys, you never have to plan for your power hour again. All the time you spend planning, or shall I say, wondering what you should be doing in your power hour, but let's just say you were planning, all of that time is now yours to keep for the rest of your career, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so take the time to set this up one time. Set an income goal. Here's what I recommend. Even if you're a brand new coach, guys, set an income goal, goal, can't even talk, that's at least 6 figures. Okay, just do it. Just do it for the sake of argument, okay? Because Teamzy is gonna make you so efficient in your contacts, your proactive activities, you're going to be able to do more. Okay, so you can see I set my goal here for 150,000. Okay, and this is the income that I want to be earning 12 months from now. All right, so we're going to set the goal and then work for it. The next page is going to kind of do the math for me. So now it's done the math and it says, for me to get to this goal, $150,000, that's my income level in 12 months, I need to do 4,348 connects. What the heck does that mean? It actually means that I need to reach out to 4,348 people over the next year. That's the amount of people that I need to be connecting with. Okay, and I'll talk to you a little bit more as we go. Now, if I go to the next page, it breaks it down because that seems like such a huge number, but when I break it down into smaller pieces, it's more manageable. Have you guys ever heard the term, if you want to eat an elephant, you must eat it one bite at a time, right? Okay, so now what it's done is it's recommended out of those 4,348 that I do 2,174 with prospects, 1,304 with customers, and 870 with coaches on my team. Okay, and then it breaks it down monthly, weekly, daily. So now that huge number is connect with 9 prospects, 6 customers, and 4 coaches. okay? And then it recommends 3 invites and 3 ads. You can change all of these, guys. You just change them, right? So if you're a newer coach, this might be 0 on coaches. You might not have a team yet. So put it to 1, 0, whatever you want to do, okay? So you can change all of these around however you want, okay? And same thing with the invites and the ad goals, okay? However, I do recommend this. Make your goals higher, not lower. So if you take a few off the coaches, always add them over somewhere else so that you're still doing the right amount of activities to get to that goal that you set. Okay. Next page. Now we're going to talk about finding your why. Finding your why. And I bet a lot of you guys have skipped this because you're like, what is this? This is really important. This is really important. Because, guys, if you don't know why you're a coach, you're so likely to quit. You're so likely to quit. In my experience, my 15 years of coaching business owners before I became a Beachbody coach, one of the things that I learned was that most people, when they're confronted with a quitting point is one of those challenges where you start to wonder, is it worth it? Most people, when confronted with a quitting point, will actually quit. This is why it's lonely at the top. This is why there's only a small percentage of people are super successful, because most people quit. Now, what makes the difference is when they hit a quitting point, or when you hit a quitting point, if you have a why that's bigger than the challenge in front of you, there's no question you'll persevere. So you need to really do this. Okay, so guys, let me show you how this works. It's really cool. Basically, it's like a journaling exercise that's built right in here. So what you're going to do is you're going to answer each question. This is just for you, by the way. But you're going to go through and why'd you become a coach? And each one, just kind of think about it a little bit, get a little deeper in your answer. What did you hope to accomplish? Why is that important to you? And each one will lead you to the next level, okay? And as you work on this, you get to the last box here, and then you create your personal why statement. What is it that you are working for, right? Some of you guys, your why is going to also include the consequence of not being successful, right? Because you're more motivated. Some of you know you are. You're more motivated by avoidance of negative than you are of achievement of positive. Either way, you have to know. So here's my why. My why is to create a life where I never have to worry about money again. I enjoy quality time with my family. I'm present for my children on a daily basis. I'm healthy and I'm full of energy. Just so you know, when I wrote that, I worked a job that I was really worried about being laid off from. It had happened to me once before. I never saw my family. I was never around my kids except for 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the evening. And I definitely wasn't healthy and full of energy. Thank goodness for Beachbody. Okay, so get your why. And once you put it in this box and hit continue, it'll be saved on your dashboard. You read it every day when you start your power hour. Okay, we'll revisit that in a minute. The last step of getting set up is getting your contacts in. Okay, and these little videos will show you how to do it. It's pretty easy. So what you're gonna wanna do is, the easiest ones to grab first will be your online office. So go in and get your customer list, export it from the online office. This video will show you how to do it. Import it in. Import your coach list. Okay, do it in that order. Customers, then coaches. Then you're gonna wanna get your Facebook friends list. Okay, and this video will show you how to do it. Get your Facebook friends list in, which is so cool. Now the reason I wanna do it in that order is because Teamzy is gonna avoid duplicating contacts if possible. Now, if the name is not exactly the same, you might get a duplicate. You may have to clean it up, but I want you to do it in that order so it'll be really clean on import. And then if you're using another CRM of any kind, you can export that data and import it in. There's instructions here on how to do it. Okay, so get everybody in. By the way, the import is super easy on this and super fast. Okay, so once you get your list into Teamzy, the next thing you're gonna do is you are going to rank them. So I'm on the team page now. The team page is where your whole list lives. Okay, here's a little pro tip for you guys. If you're scrolling on this page, look, I'm scrolling on this page and it comes to an end. So many people message us and say, hey, there's only 25 people on my list. What happened? Okay, you gotta actually put your mouse over the list to continue scrolling. Okay, and it will go on forever. So just so you guys know, there's a little pro tip. If your mouse is here, not gonna scroll. If your mouse is here, not gonna scroll. The list will scroll. Okay, so now you know. That's just a little something. That'll probably eliminate 100 emails, right? Okay, so now we're gonna talk about ranking. So we're on our list. Let's say you're on your prospects list, right? So I can toggle between prospects, customers, and coaches right here, which is really cool. They're already sorted because when you bring them in from the Coach Online office, the system knows who they are. You'll be in rank mode. Now let me explain this a little bit. Guys, this is a key step. this is a key step. What we want you to do is go through everyone on your list and rank them 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars, or 1 star. I know you know how to do that because you do it all the time, right? Do it on Netflix, you do it on Amazon, wherever. Yelp, right? So here's why it's so important. There's an important principle at play here, you guys. If you don't prioritize your relationships, you can never prioritize your time. If you don't prioritize your relationships, you can never prioritize your time. Okay, let me just give you an example. So you probably intuitively know that you should spend the most time with the best people, right? Your family, your loved ones, your hottest prospects, right? Your best coaches, your best customers. Those are the people that deserve your time. But what typically will happen is that the turkeys steal your time. You're busy putting grease on the squeaky wheel instead of taking care of the people who really love you and support your business, the advocates for your business, right? Oh, they're good, they're good, they're happy. Let me take care of the unhappy people. You need to put the best people first. And this is the way Teamzy works. It's going to prioritize your list and your power hours to prioritize your best relationships first. That's the principle. Okay, so now let me show you the application of this. All right, so as you're going through and ranking everybody 5 to 1, right? And if you have a 2,000 person list, it might take you 35 minutes. This is the hardest part, and it's not even hard. Get a glass of wine, listen to some soft jazz, right? And get it done. You never have to plan again. It's worth it. Let me explain what these mean. And to do this, I'm going to click on this little question mark right here, okay, in case you forget. Here's the ranking system. A 5-star, that's somebody that's most likely to become a customer or coach. These are your hottest people, right? Or it's an existing customer or coach that's a total rock star in your team. They are going to show up on your dashboard in your power hour every 30 days, okay? Every 30 days. Now, a 4-star, this is somebody who's likely to become a customer or coach with a little bit of nurturing, right? Or if they're already on your team, they're a solid performer. Okay, they're your pretty warm, good relationships. Okay, they're gonna come up on your dashboard for your power hour every 60 days, every 2 months, okay? Now a 3-star, this is kind of where everybody is until you know better. A 3-star can go either way. They might be interested, they might not be interested. You really don't know yet. It's gonna take a little bit more nurturing before you know, okay? And they're gonna come up every 3 months, every 90 days, they'll be in your power hour, okay? Now a 2-star is somebody that's gonna show up every 4 months, okay? So they're a little cooler, all right. And then 1-star, that's the rank you give somebody if you really don't wanna see them in your power hour. You want them on your list, and you'll occasionally maybe email them or connect with them, but they're not going to be somebody you're proactively reaching out to, okay? So that's the ranking system, 5 through 1. Now, here's just an important thing I want you guys to know before you get too caught up in this. Don't overthink it, okay? If you're not sure what they are, it doesn't matter. Just do it one time. Just do it from your gut, right? Do a quick pass over it because you can change the ranks as you work it. But we want to be able to get the right people on your list at the right times, okay? Does that make sense? All right, so let's get back and talk about, now that we've got it set up, let's go and do our power hour. Okay, so that setup was pretty easy, right? So now we're gonna do power hour. So here's the dashboard. I'm gonna show you a couple things. One, there's my why right there, okay? So I can come in each day, read through your why statement, get connected to why you're gonna do the next 35 minutes of your, because that's really all power hour takes in Teamzy, and get going, okay? A couple other things. So here's my today's activities. It's gonna show my goal. So look, my goal was 15 connects with prospects. Okay, you can see I've done none, so I need to get working. I need to connect with 4 customers. I got 1 of those done, 3 left. Connect with a coach on my team, do some invites, and do some ads. Your goal is to make all these circles go positive, okay? And as you do activities, they creep up around until you get this really cool thing right here that says 100% complete, you crushed it, and that's what you guys work for, okay? So now, also on the dashboard are your dailies. These are your part of the product things. Did you do your social media post today? Did you do your PD? Did you drink your shake? Did you do your workout? Check these as you go, and it'll track them for you, okay? And you can go back and edit a day you missed. You can't log one for the future, Okay, I don't know if there's any cheaters on here, but you can't. All right, so now let's do the power. I'm gonna come in now, I'm ready to go. My Teamzy is set up, I don't even think about it. I come in and it tells me what to do. This is a system. Guys, you just follow the system, okay? Who's up next? First, I'm gonna do prospects. Then I'll do my customers, then coaches, and then I'll show you how to do follow-ups. Okay, so I'm on my prospects list. The next person on my list is Kim. So I'm gonna jump over to Facebook and message Kim, okay? So let's just look her up. There she is. All right, we're gonna send her a message. We're gonna do this real time. I hope you guys don't mind. Wow, I'm actually typing pretty well. I usually have to backspace 100 times. So this is what I'm writing. Hi, Kim. It's been a while since I checked in with you. How are you? Hope your day was awesome. Bam. Okay, great. Simple, quick. I want to make her smile. I'd love her to respond so we can have a conversation. Okay, and I haven't reached out to her in several months, so it's good for me to connect with her again. So what I did really quick, guys, was I just right-clicked and copied that message, okay? Because now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna toggle back to Teamzy and I'm gonna record it. See, it says right here, what was your conversation, log the message. I'm gonna record it. You can write a note there if you want. I just don't wanna type it twice. Okay, so that was a Facebook message. That's the type of message, okay? And now what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna log it. Now watch this. As soon as I click log, she's gone off my list, gone. My list moves up. I got a 1 now in the circle. The next person to connect with is Bernie. Am I worried about whether or not Kim's gonna respond to me? No, because I got 14 more people to talk to, okay? And I don't wanna get distracted until I'm done with my power hour. So now I'm gonna go to Bernie, and I'm gonna message him, okay? So I'm gonna here's what I'm gonna do. Just to be super efficient, I'm gonna use the same message and change the name. Okay, boom, that's it. Here's what I'm trying to do, guys. I haven't talked to him since February, and he didn't respond then, which I don't expect a response on a happy birthday message. You shouldn't either, because think about how many messages you get on your birthday. So I copied that. Now check this out. Guys, see, this is so easy. Imagine how long it'll take me to do 15 of these if I'm not talking to you guys about it. Boom. Okay, next is Larry. You guys see how quick we can do this? Now, here's the thing, guys. You guys are doing this on a daily basis. I'm reaching out to 20 people this way a day. I really think that I typically get about a 50% response rate on these messages. So that's almost 10 people every single day that I'm having a conversation with. That's all an opportunity to form, to go deeper in a conversation, to catch up with people, find out what they're up to, and look for ways I can help them, whether it's Beachbody related or not. The goal is to always help however I can. And then when there's an opportunity to lead with the Beachbody business, I will. Okay, look at that, same message, guys. You can see his last message to me was, dude, keep up the good work. I'm a fan of what you're doing. Peace, bro. So, I mean, you know, he is like a lot of people will be. They're going to be supportive of what they see you doing. That doesn't necessarily mean they're ready to jump in, but that's like stage 1 of developing the relationship, right? Is creating a warm feeling. If you can associate a positive feeling in someone's gut with you, with your brand, which is you, that's awesome. So every time you reach out to them, even if they don't respond, you've become top of mind with them for a moment. They may go to your page, they may look at it, and every time they become top of mind with you, your brand presence starts to occupy more of their mind, if that makes sense. Okay, so now I'm gonna log this one. So you guys see how quick and easy I could jam through my prospects. So when I get all 14 or 15 of those done, then I'm gonna go connect with customers, okay? So we're gonna just grab customers and we're gonna send them a similar message. Okay, so the first customer on my list was Gary. Let's see, wait, is that the right guy? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's the right guy. All right, so I'm gonna send him a similar message. Now, sometimes I might say something to a customer like, hey, is there anything I can do to make your day? In fact, that's what I'm going to write him. Okay, so look, guys, don't overthink this. This is not rocket science. This is relationship science. It's spending a little bit of time to connect and deepen relationships. The only way you can actually deepen a relationship is by investing time and connecting with somebody. That's the only way relationships are deepened. When you send somebody a personalized message, it shows that you're investing a little bit of time. When you come back and have a conversation with them, you're investing more time. And every time you do that, it deepens the relationship. That's what this is all about. The deeper the relationships, the more you build trust. The more you build trust, the closer you are to working with someone and having an opportunity to help them. Okay, so look, we're going to log that. Now, guys, here's one thing I'm just going to tell you about connecting with your customers. It's so important to connect with customers. And I know some of you guys are thinking, oh my gosh, yeah, it is, but I should really be prospecting more. Just know this. Let me stop this so I can look at you for a second. Just know this. The hottest source of a new lead is a current customer. The hottest source of a new lead is a current customer. Okay, this is known throughout all businesses, not just ours. A current customer is already using your product. They're enjoying it. And what do we do when we enjoy something? We tell people about it. We talk about it. We annoy the pants off of the people we care about. Think about these people walking around the kitchen at work, making Shakeology in the company blender, while other people are crushing the box of Krispy Kreme donuts. They've got their food in the little containers. And they're like, what are you doing? You look amazing. Like, oh, I'm doing this program. It's amazing, right? They're telling everybody about it. These people are already generating you leads. So why aren't you getting those leads? Guys, you need to be in touch with your customers so that you can get those people, okay? You can help those people. Make sure you're connecting with your customers. Tell them that you're proud of them for how well they're doing. Tell them that you would love to help their friends and families the same way. Ask them if there's somebody they can think of who would benefit from what they're doing, okay? And if they say yes, ask them to introduce you to them via text, group message, whatever, email. Just introduce me to them. I'll make sure they get all the information they need, okay? Those are the steps, guys. Did you get all those? You're gonna have to watch the video again. No, I'll do it for you one more time. Connect with your customers. Tell them how proud of you they are. Tell them you love working with them. Tell them you'd be honored to help their friends and family the same way. Ask them if they can think of someone else who would benefit from what you're doing, and then ask for the introduction, okay? Do that. Be in touch with them. People will duplicate themselves. And if somebody gives you 3 or 4 names, guess what? You just get a new coach if you do it right, okay? Talk to them about the opportunity. Okay, so I'm going to jump back over to Teamzy. So now, guys, we're going to connect with our prospects, our customers, our coaches, right? This is where you do your recognition. Connect with people one-on-one. Look, guys, this is important. This application is called Teamzy for a reason. It's about building your team. It's about connecting with and deepening relationships with people, especially the coaches on your team. So I know that you've got a weekly coach call where you see everybody, and sometimes you see them in person sometimes, and you've got 5 different Facebook groups you're members of, right? It's not the same as reaching out one-on-one. Remember, the only way to deepen a relationship is to connect and invest time. Send them a message, check in on them, tell them how proud of you they are. It means a big deal. Now, Teamzy will tell you who to connect with. Don't worry about it. When somebody comes up, find a reason to celebrate them, send them a message, encourage them, okay? Prospects, customers, coaches. When you've got all of those categories done, now we're going to do follow-ups, okay? So you're going to click on this and it'll have your follow-up list ready to go. The people you need to follow up with. The red ones are due, the yellow ones are coming up, and then the green ones, which aren't even on this list yet, they're down lower, are good to go for a couple of days. Now let me explain to you, how do you get follow-ups? Okay, so let me explain how this works. So we connected with, first person we messaged today was Kim, right? All right, so let's just say for sake of argument, I messaged Kim, how you doing? It's been a while since we've talked. Kim says, I'm doing great, how are you? I'm doing great. We start to have a conversation, right? Using our form, all of our training, find out what's going on with her, how her business is doing. She's a real estate agent, awesome one, by the way. Find out what she's up to, and we start connecting. Now, let's just say hypothetically that that conversation leads to a place where a challenge she's having can be solved by being in my next challenge group, right? And so I'm going to talk to her about my next challenge group. At this point of the game, I'm going to send her an invitation or give her an invitation, depending on how we're communicating, to the group, right? So she can order her challenge pack and everything. So let me show you how you do that. Okay, so she and I talked earlier. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Teamzy. So we've been talking on Facebook all day, right? So I'm going to look her up on the lookup bar. That's going to pull her record up for me. So here's her record, okay? And if I go to activity feed, I can see the message I sent earlier today, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do, just so I have good records in Teamzy, is I'm going to copy that whole message. Excuse me, I'm copy that whole message, click edit, and then I'll just paste the whole message in here so I have it in my records, okay? I'm going to paste it in this one because I don't want to count it again. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to send her an invite. Let me show you how that looks. So let's say I'm sending her an invite, and you can have the whole message here, or you can just have a note. Let's just say it's 21-day fix, right? All right. So now, guys, it's usually an email. I send it an email. And it's an invite. Now check this little box right here. See, is this connect an invite? Yes, we're going to click that this time. So this is different than my first connects, which were just hello, how you doing, right? Just trying to start conversations. This is the result of a great conversation. So now I'm going to select the type of invite. That was for a challenge group, right? So I'll select that one. But careful, if I click log, she's going to disappear. She's a 3. She won't be back on my dashboard for 3 months. That's not going to work. So this is where you set follow-ups. See right here, guys? I'm going to click that, and I'm going to set my follow-up for tomorrow. This is crucial. You got to set the follow-ups. So this is how people get on your follow-up list, right? So your connect list is just maintaining relationships, staying in touch, or reestablishing relationships, right? Your first 6 months or so. And now the follow-ups, these are my hot leads. These are people I'm working with. These are people that have expressed a little bit of interest and I'm following up on, okay? So now that I've set her on that follow-up, when I log this, you're gonna see that she's now got a follow-up set for tomorrow. Now the cool thing about this is you can set it and forget it. You can be out and about, do this on your mobile phone and set it and then not even have to remember, because tomorrow when you do your power hour, she's gonna be on your follow-up list. Okay, so when you get to your follow-up list, there she is. She's on there for tomorrow, ready to go. Okay, so guys, this part here is really key. So I'm going to teach you a little bit on how to do this. I showed you how to do it with Teamzy, but I want to talk to you a little bit about following up. Do you realize that 80% of all sales happen between the 7th and the 10th follow-up? 80% of all sales happen between the 7th and the 10th follow-up. So how many of you follow up 10 times typically? If I could see your hands, I'd ask you to raise them and say, how many of you think if you followed up 10 times, you would be a totally annoying nag? Okay, but however, I want you guys to know that doesn't have to be the case. There's a way to follow up where it shows your level of care and it's not annoying, okay? And you need to follow up. You need to follow up because you're letting people down. If it takes between 7 and 10 for most people to make a purchase that's going to change their life and you don't do it, you're letting them down, okay? And you're letting your business down. So let me give you just an easy sentence that'll set the tone so your follow-ups will be cool and you won't be annoying people, okay? So I sent Kim the email with everything she needs, right? It's got her links to order, and all the information on the group, everything that she needs. So what I'll do now is I'll message her, because we've been talking on Messenger. I'll message her and say, hey, Kim, I just sent you the email with everything. I'll check in with you tomorrow, see if you have any questions, okay? That's it. I'll check in with you tomorrow, see if you have any questions. Now, we already set the follow-up in Teamzy, so she's on my list for tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about that. So now tomorrow comes, and here is the dialogue that I'm going to message Kim. Okay, you ready? You got your pens ready? Hi, Kim. It's me. Just checking in like I promised I would. Just checking in like I promised I would. Do you have any questions for me today? Okay, did you get that? Just checking in like I promised I would. Now, a couple things have happened here. One, you told her you'd follow up and you did, which now makes you better than 95% of all human beings because you kept your word. You put a deposit in her trust account. But more than that, by using those words, following up like I promised I would, you're putting more weight on the fact that you did that. What you're telling her is, I told you I'd follow up, and you probably didn't think that was a big deal, but it was a big deal to me. It was a solemn promise that I made you. Okay? This is important, guys, because you are setting the tone that your follow-ups are a level of care that you as a coach provide. You're demonstrating to them how coach loves their customers. You're demonstrating to them that you are going to give them the accountability, the support, and the encouragement that they need to make a change in their life that they've told you they want, right? Because now that you know that all people will average between 7 and 10 before they make the commitment, you need to know that you need to expect that and be willing to persevere through that with them. So you're telling them, like I promised I would. Now, guess what I'll do? Great. So I'm going to go in, right? Let me go back to my screen. So I'm on my follow-up list. There's Kim, right? I'm on Kim, and I send her that message. Of course, I'd send it on Facebook Messenger, but this is an example, guys. Okay, so I'm sending that, right? I'm going to log it. And now, guys, I'm going to set my follow-up for tomorrow again, right? Because I don't expect her to actually respond to me on the first day. I'm expecting to have to follow up 7 times. Next day. Okay, so good. We're just going to keep going with this. Hi there, just want to make sure you got my email. Call me if you have any questions, right? Leave the number. Well, she already has the number because it was an email, but send it again, right? So here's what you're going to do. Guys, follow up again tomorrow. Keep checking in, keep checking in, keep checking in, right? Third day, you know, put in your emoticons. Whatever, just little messages. Keep checking in, keep checking in, keep checking in, okay? Keep doing it. I'm telling you guys, they will thank you for following up with them so many times. They will thank you, okay? Now, the cool thing about it is every time you set a follow-up, set the next one in Teamzy so they never fall through the cracks. Set the next one in Teamzy. Typically I'll go every day for a few days and then I'll start backing it off 2 days, 2 days, 2 days. Then if there's just nothing but crickets, I might wait a week between each one, right? At some point, you will abandon them back into the Teamzy flow. Now, the cool thing about Teamzy is they don't drop off the face of the earth. They just go away for a few months, and then you check in with them again. People are like fruit on a tree. They're not always ripe when you want to pick them, right? So it takes some time. You just got to continue investing in the relationship, checking in, offering value. And when you come across something awesome that you think that they'll like, send it to them, you know? And you don't say, oh, well, here's an awesome article I thought you'd like, and by the way, join my next challenge group. Just send them the value, okay? Just continue investing in it. You will find that this works unbelievably. Okay, so those of you who like to use the phone, I was recently at a men's event. Some of you guys on the call may have been to that, some of you men, in Dallas, and it was awesome. And I was reconvicted watching Josh Spencer talk because he talked about the importance of actually getting people on the phone. And I agree, because it's so much easier to let Messenger and text do all of the heavy lifting. But at some point you get them on the phone, right? Because then you can overcome all their objections real time. But let me just tell you guys something about this. If you are doing phone follow-ups, leaving voicemails, I'm going to teach you how to do it, okay? So if you are leaving somebody a voicemail, whether you're doing it to follow up as a coach or just ever, don't ask people to call you back. It's so annoying, right? Isn't it annoying when you get a voicemail and someone's like, hey, it's Eric, can you call me back? It's like, oh, God, I gotta call him back on the phone. Can I text you back, right? So don't ask them to call you back. It's fine. Don't ask them to call you back. What you do instead is you tell them when you will call them again. You make it easy on them, right? Hey, it's Eric. I missed you. No big deal. But I'll try you again tomorrow between 8 and 10. Hopefully I'll catch you then. right? And then between 8 and 10 tomorrow, you go, hey, it's me again. I missed you again. No big deal. Between 3 and 4 today, I'll try you again. Put it in your calendar so that you don't forget. And you just keep doing that. You just keep doing that. You can call people. You can leave them 2 voicemails a day. You get a faster response for sure doing voicemails than you will messages, for sure. Okay. Usually, if you leave people 2 voicemails a day for about 3 or 4 days, they will be there. When you tell them you're going to call again, they will jump on the phone because they know it's going to be you. Okay. And they'll be like, thank you so much for being so persistent with me. I needed help. Right. So there's my tips on how to follow up. Guys, this whole power hour thing on Teamzy is going to be so efficient. Okay. You get in there, you bang it out. You send your connects, you connect with everyone on your list, your prospects, your customers, your coaches. You know, you can do 20 connects in 30 minutes for sure. You send them all out there. Then all day long, you've got your mobile phone with you, you're out and about, you're at work, whatever you're doing, people are responding. You have conversations with them, right? When appropriate, set up a call. That's it. And then when they're interested, you send them an invite, you get them an invite, and then you start doing your follow-ups, okay? Same thing if you're getting meeting leads online, you're meeting social media leads, you're gonna put them in and set a follow-up right away, right? Because you wanna follow up with a new addition to your database or new addition to your list, you wanna follow up right away. A couple of times, measure their mo. Have you ever heard that term? Measure their motivation. Is this somebody that's motivated to do something now? If so, you want to keep them on your follow-up list. If not, once you've welcomed them and connected with them a couple of times, drop them into your Teamzy flow, where you're going to nurture them over time. Okay, this is going to take all the thinking and planning out for you. You can get your power hour, your proactive prospecting done every day quickly, and then have more time left to do the other stuff. Okay, so I'm going to now start taking questions. Have you guys been writing questions for me? Hey, where's the Q&A? Uh-oh, I think I screwed up there. All right. I don't seem to have a Q&A thing listed, so that is my bad, guys. I let you down. Why don't you go ahead and write questions in the chat, okay? And I'll answer them. They just redid this. The Zoom just had an update on their app this week, so it's a little bit different. So I'll take full responsibility for this, but there's usually, when I do a webinar, there is a Q&A that you guys can write in, and it lets me answer them as we go. So, all right, great. I see questions coming in the chat. So Heather says, do we need to add new people manually, or can we import new lists? If we import again, does it duplicate? That's a great question, Heather. Okay, so you can import new lists, and it will not duplicate if the name is exactly the same as a name that already exists in Teamzy. Okay, so for example, if somebody has a different Facebook name than they use in the Coach Online office, it will create a duplicate. You'll have to do some cleanup on that. So there's the answer to that. But however, adding people manually is super easy. Okay, so let me just show you how that works really quick. So at the top of your screen is this add contact. So if I wanted to add somebody quickly, that's how quick you can add somebody. Okay, it only takes a second, and then I can set a follow-up with her for tomorrow. Okay, all right. Next question. Prospect connects, this is from Holly. Prospect connects should be done before follow-up, so it'll always show your number above your daily total once you're done, correct? Yes, correct. Okay, for 2 reasons, Holly. One, for the reason you said, which is you should do your prospects first because follow-ups do count as connects. It'll skew your number. Look like you got your goal done when you didn't, okay? But more importantly, you should always reach out to your prospects first because it's the most important activity for you to do in your business. There's no activity for you to do in your business more important than connecting with prospects on a daily basis, guys. This is like the nutrition plan in a Beachbody program. Okay, nothing else works if you're not reaching out to prospects. So do that first. Okay. Great. So Holly, great. Julie says, I'm having trouble with the activity tab. It's not transferring my informed. I'm not sure what you're talking about. So come back and if you wouldn't mind, just give me that one again. Write that question again and reword it a little for me. Okay. Hi, Jody says, hi, Eric. When you connect all day on the fly, how do you then log all those? Do you sort of summarize? Okay, so what I do, Jody, is later when I come back in to Teamzy, maybe that evening, if you have, like an evening time where you work on your business, I will go in and I'll paste the whole conversation back into Teamzy, just to have a record. Sometimes I do it the next day at the end of my power hour in the morning. Okay, so it's just kind of something I do when I'm at my computer where it's really easy for me to do it. Julie says, is there something I need to do? It won't let me copy and paste. I guess it's just your computer, right? Your web browser. So on mine, I have I have one of these magic trackpads. So I just kind of right click it to copy and paste. On my phone, I just hold it down with my finger and it pops up the paste thing. Okay. Can you import from Asana? Yeah, of course you can import from Asana. You just do an export from Asana, right? Asana does an export to .csv file format, it's just a file format, and then it imports right in. Okay, no big deal. The import from Facebook should come through email, correct? Have you heard of people not receiving the import? And if so, any idea what the issue may be? Roxanne, great question. This happens a ton, especially if you have a Gmail email account, which I think all of us do. It's probably in your spam folder. Okay, so the Facebook email should happen within about 15 minutes of your request. Okay, so check if that doesn't happen. If you don't get it, check your spam folders for it. Okay, now if you requested it a couple weeks ago and you find it in your spam now, the link's not going to work. You're going to have to re-request it. But if you don't get it within 15 minutes or so and it's not in your spam folders, go on Facebook and request it again. If you're not able to get it pretty quickly, then what you're going to want to do, I'll show you how to do it. What you're going to want to do is go to Facebook, drop down right here, okay? Go to report a problem. See right there? Okay, so if you didn't get it after a couple of tries, go to report a problem. Okay. So that was a great question, Roxanne, because I'm sure that a lot of people are having that issue. Okay, here's the other thing. If you guys are in a free trial and you spent 3 weeks trying to get your Facebook archived and you haven't done anything with Teamzy because of it, now you got it, send a help desk message to the guys at Teamzy and ask them if they can get your free trial extended a little for you. Okay. From Nicole, can we save our own wording or scripts for messages within Teamzy? Absolutely. Let me show you. Okay, great. So I didn't even talk about the promote page, but on the promote page, you can save emails, messages, dialogues, right? And so those would be under my templates. You can create one. Okay, and you just scroll down here. If you want to compose, let's say, a new message that you want to keep, you write it here and then you save it as a template and it'll always be there for you. Okay, so you can save those there. This page is getting a total rework right now, which is going to be cool, and they're building in a full email marketing suite into that too. In the next couple of months, that'll be done. Can you go over the sale piece from Tammy? Yeah, absolutely. So guys, this is another thing that's coming soon. The sales, how you import your sales and your income is going to dramatically improve in the next month or so. Okay, but right now, let's say Heather, you're my guinea pig, right? So let's say with Heather, I'm going to log a sale. I'm on her actual record, okay, and I can click sale, and let's say it was a challenge pack, right? And it was on sale. My commission was $40. So it's really basic right now, right? I can put in that I sold her a challenge pack, and I have to know the total and I have to know the commissions, okay? And when I save that, it logs the sale. What's going to be different in a few weeks, maybe a month, I don't know the exact timing because I'm not a programmer, okay? But you're going to be able to import your commission reports from Beachbody. So you'll be able to import them for the whole year, and you'll have all of your income, everything in there, which is kind of cool. Okay. Is there an app? Or can we only do this on the computer? There is, Nikki, there is a mobile web page, which works just like an app on your phone. Guys, write down this URL. It's app.teamzy.com. app.teamzy.com. And that's what you're going to put into your web browser on your phone, okay? And then once you get there, save it to your dashboard, right? So I don't know if you guys can see that, but see right there, I got the Teamzy icon. I'm going to click that. It's going to take me right to Teamzy, okay? And you got it. You save your login, so all you have to do is hit the button. And there's my, I don't know if you can see it because it's washed out because of the way my lights are. There we go. There's the Teamzy mobile, okay? You can work at mobile. It's awesome. So definitely use that. You know what? I have a son in kindergarten, and when it's my turn to pick them up, moms, you know when you're sitting in that line picking up your kids, you're sitting there forever. It's an awesome time to get your connects done. Okay. Any plans to lower the price in the future? Jody, I don't know, Jody. It's not my decision. Send that to the Teamzy guys. But here's the thing that I will tell you. If you use Teamzy for the 30-day free trial, if you use it, just actually use it, do your daily activities, you will easily generate at least one sale. And that one sale will pay for your Teamzy subscription forever if you get home direct. Okay, so you've got no reason not to. But I think it's pretty awesome. I mean, you got a business here. This is a business that can be a multi-million-dollar business. The only fees we have are $15.95. You're going to need a few tools to support that business. Okay. Charlene says, is it possible to sort the list by first name? I don't know. Can we merge contact info if we have duplicates with different information? No, you cannot merge yet. It's on the list, but you can't do that yet. But you can, I don't know if you can sort by first name. Let's see. I want team. Sort by first name. Bam. First question answered. Okay. All right. I love it when something like that happens. I didn't even know that. Okay, so what you need to do if you have duplicates is delete the one you don't need. Okay, Kristen Evans says, if I'm feeling very productive and I do more prospects in one day, does Teamzy average it out? No, it doesn't. Let me ask you a question. If you did 3 workouts in one day, does that mean you don't have to work out the rest of the week? Okay, so here's the thing I will tell you. I know that's not the answer you wanted. Now, could you just not do it tomorrow and feel okay with it? Sure, but here's what you need to know, is that this needs to become like breathing. It's a daily activity. It doesn't take that much time. If you do this every day, the compound effect will be unbelievable, okay? The tool makes it so easy that you can do it without planning. You can do it in 30 minutes. You can get it done. So try to do it every day. If you have an awesome day, which is you're going to do, when you have something that makes it easy, you're going to do an awesome day. You're going to get a lot of them done. Just still try to do it the next day. Okay. Is there an easy way to remove duplicates? So if you've got duplicates, you just delete the ones you don't need. Let me show you guys how easy that is. All right. So if you want to delete somebody, you just click on the trash can. That's it. Okay. If you're on the dashboard and you have a duplicate, let's say Heather. I'm going to delete you because Heather, you were my example anyways. You just delete them. Gone. Okay. It's super easy. So guys, I've had coaches go, well, I spent like 3 hours cleaning up my Facebook page list before I imported them. Why? It was so much harder to do that on a spreadsheet than it is in Teamzy, where you can just hit a trash can icon, right? Okay. Is iPhone app coming? She just asked. No, there is the web page that we talked about. However, eventually there'll be a native app. Remember, Teamzy's only 4 months old right now. So, and there's already been 300 different new versions produced from coach feedback like you guys. Okay, Roxanne does have Gmail, so look for that, Roxanne. Hopefully you'll find it. Alicia says, I just signed up for Teamzy and I'm a new coach. Do you have more videos about it, or can I find this later somewhere once all this makes sense? This looks amazing. How much is it after the free trial? Okay, so let me answer each one of those, okay? Yes, there's a lot of videos. So if you go back into Teamzy, on the left, you're gonna see University right here. Okay, and that's going to take you to here where there's FAQs, videos, right? Different tutorials. Also, there's a community here. This is you guys. This is the coach community requesting features, making comments, and you guys need to know so much of what's happened here has already been implemented. So definitely get engaged with that community. Okay. And then the second piece was how much is it after 30 days? So Teamzy's $29.99 a month. is the subscription. Again, it's less than the commission on one Shakeology HD. So if you get out there and use it, the first sale you generate is going to pay it forever. Okay. I love Teamzy. Thanks for sharing your power hour with us. You're welcome. Marissa, price is totally worth it. This program is what made me start working my business again. Took all the stress of staying organized and not missing someone. That's the idea. That's the idea. And you wouldn't believe how many amazing messages we've received from people ranking up, getting Success Club. Honestly, guys, I mean, you know, nobody can promise you the results. It's just like the Beachbody, you know, doesn't guarantee success for anybody. You have to work it. But here's what I'll tell you. The team that built this, myself included, we come from serving real estate professionals, coaching them for 15 years in that industry before I lost 60 pounds, became a coach, you know, because these products are so amazing. We've worked this system and got it down to the fact where, here's the thing, it works. It works every time. If you work, it works, okay? So if you're working the system, I believe, it's not a guarantee, but I believe nobody's gonna ever miss Success Club again if they're using this. All right, sorry. Okay, great. I'll get this app. Well, yeah, it's not really an app, it's a website. Just log on and start using it. It's free. So if you don't have your free trial going, it's teamzy.com. Go get your free trial going. Okay, the recording will be, you guys will get the recording emailed to you in 2 days, but it'll also be posted on the Teamzy Facebook page tomorrow. Okay, so I think that's all the questions. Does anyone else have any more in there before we go? I'm totally sorry that I blew it on the Q&A board, but this seems to work fine. Also, you guys, if you have a large team and you want to schedule a team training free with Teamzy, send a message through the help desk. There's a purple help button on the bottom of all the pages on Teamzy. Tell them you're interested in that. They only ask that you have at least 25 coaches on the call, and they'll set it up for free and do a team training for you guys. We'll go a lot deeper than this call. My encouragement to you guys is this. If you're like me, this whole business and how to track and trying to figure out all the systems and trying to get other systems that aren't designed for Beachbody coaches, you know, all the little free programs out there to work, it's overwhelming. It was overwhelming for me. I was talking to top coaches, they're using 5, 6, 7 different apps. This one's made just for you. We know exactly what you're trying to do. Just use this. It's going to help you be efficient. You don't have to sit there and wonder what you should do anymore. For those of you who've been doing this for a while and you've been kind of not knowing what to do, now you have the code book. Just go out there and connect with people, okay? So guys, it's been an absolute honor and pleasure to be here with you today. Super excited for all of you that you now have this tool. And also keep in mind, it's constantly improving based on what you guys use and need. So make sure you're sending those messages in. Okay, did I get any more questions before I go? I love it. Best contact management program I've ever used. Thank you. You're right, Tammy, it is. I'm just kidding. Will the app work with Droid users? Yeah, absolutely. It works with Droid. Team training is awesome. Love the app. Amazing. Need this in my life. Me too. Referral program. We don't have one yet, but we're working on that, okay? Great. Awesome. I love all the love. Guys, we built this to be loved. This whole system, this whole relationship marketing system is based on loving people, on building relationships, serving people. If that's who you are, this is for you. So mobile link again is, let me type it for you guys. Okay, so if you actually go to teamzy.com and hit login, it'll take you to app.teamzy.com, but that'll just make it faster for you every time you log in. Okay? Thanks again, everybody. Have an awesome night. Again, the recording will be posted tomorrow on Facebook, and you guys will get an email day after tomorrow, along with all the coaches on your team who didn't make the call but registered. Will also get that link emailed out to them. Stay tuned. Keep on your inbox for future trainings. We'll continue to do this basic one for new people, but we've got some deeper cuts planned for you guys who are ongoing users of Teamzy. Talk to you soon. Have an awesome night.